Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha, back with the card of today for the 25th of April 2016. The card that I've pulled today is the Hierophant. Now, when I first started to read tarot, this card stumped me every single time. I don't know if any of you read tarot, but there's always a couple of cards in the deck that just, that you just don't sort of gel with. Throughout the years, I've sort of made friends with the Hierophant though, so now I really, really like it. The Hierophant is a teacher of sorts, so when this comes out, it's always sort of saying that you are maybe looking for answers somewhere. Um, Maybe something has been thrown into the mix that has made you sort of question how you've thought in the past, or you may just be wanting some clarity. You may be awakening spiritually a bit more, and it things are happening, but you still need more knowledge and you still need to gain more insight into this. And also it's sort of like an inner awareness as well. What I always feel as well is that the more knowledge we gain, we this sort of enhances our integrity as well, and it's all about sort of the mastery of our inner self, sort of understanding ourselves, not by what we have grown to know who we are by following rules and structures that have been imposed on us by other people. But this is about really going deep and sort of finding the answers within as well. The Hierophant means the revealer of secret knowledge. So he's very similar to the High Priestess in this way. But again, he sits back quietly and I don't know, he allows things to be revealed. And there's a real link here with this between the balance of our spiritual life and of our material life as well. So he is the one that links the spiritual and our worldly life as well. So he's a he's like I say, he's a great teacher. He's a trusted guide as well. When the Hierophant comes up in a reading, this is usually saying that somebody is going to come into your life who you will be able to trust, and who, rather than force their knowledge onto you, they will you just sort of take your hand and lead you down a little bit of a spiritual path as well, and this will sort of raise your consciousness, and he lives what he teaches as well. So it's not like he teaches textbook sort of things. Very strange this as well, this card coming out today. Last night I had the pleasure of being in the company of a wonderful, wonderful human being who has drastically changed their life, massively changed their life. They went to Peru a year ago and decided that they were going back and they were going to stay there, and now they're training to be a shaman. And we sat last night and we talked, and there were so many answers that came up, and it was just beautiful to converse with somebody who would actually had the balls really, to sort of say the life I was living wasn't working for me, and I'm going in search of something that is going to enhance me further. So this is very strange that the Hierophant has come up here, and it's like I say, I do feel that this person will be a teacher of some sorts within our life, within my life. But within life, we meet teachers all of the time, and we don't know it. You don't have to go to a group or a development circle or something like that to come across teachers. Some of the greatest teachers that you will have had in your life are probably people that have wronged you or caused you pain, and instead of thinking of what they'd done and feeling resentful for that, look at how they have changed you. They may have like sort of taught you where to put your trust now. You may not take people at face value. These are all lessons that are massive and that are beneficial to you as well. So people that have wronged us can actually teach us how strong we are. you know. There will be people that come across our lives. We can maybe meet them once, and again, you know, there will be a little bit of knowledge that they give us that will stay with us for life. So this card is all about, like, sort of, it's about an awakening. It's about taking another step on your spiritual journey, so to speak. And it's about the people that you encounter on the way as well. You know, so really look out for somebody in the next coming days, or the last few days, who's just had something to say to you, but it's really made you think, or it's made you question how you have thought in the past as well, you know. Also look at people who you admire in how they live their lives. Like I say, this person I spent the time with last night, I hugely admire them. You know, they took a risk that not many people do. And like I say, the material wise, everything is gone. But spiritually wise, they are rich beyond measure, you know. And to see that, and to see somebody who is at so much at peace with themselves, who is so happy, and who has completely changed their life, sort of a 180. It was such a beautiful experience. And when I talk about people shining, and when I talk about people glowing, this purple person sat and it shined, you know. And that was, like I say, it really, that gave me sort of a kick up the butt as well, to say, you know what, there's stuff that you want to do and you need to do, and you're not doing it, you know. So get off the sofa and act. So really look at people within your life who you admire how they live their life. You admire the qualities of them, you know, and you want to be like them, you know. They don't have to say anything to you. You just watch them, see how they operate, and then take those lessons on board and implement them into your own life as well. You know, we don't need somebody standing on a pulpit or on a pedestal telling us, like, about life, or to give us answers. All we need to do is look around us, because our greatest teachers are already in our life, you know. And you yourself may be somebody's greatest lesson. How many times has anybody said to you, you know, I really admire you for doing this, or, you know, I love it that you can be like that, you know. So we are all here as teachers, you know. We're teachers and students. The Course in Miracles says that we are all teachers and students. And this is what sums this card up, you know. I mean, he's got the keys there, you know. He's unlocked this secret knowledge, you know. If we have a look at this, I always see this as he's risen, and he's rising in consciousness as well. So because he has done this, he can actually give good advice, you know. He is walking his talk, sort of thing. There is a lot of spiritual teachers out there, who, they say the right words, but when you look at their lives in general, they don't walk their talk, you know. It's just words. So this card is really about looking at how people live their lives, and does that coincide? Do their words and actions coincide together as well, you know? So we also have on this card as well, there's a dark pillar and there's a light pillar. Oh, it's actually really dark on there, but it looks the same on there. And this is also about, you know, the being in between the darkness and the light. We talked about this last night, and how there isn't really a fight on there. Just the darkness and the light sort of just pull each other, so there's a tension, but that is what keeps balance, and both are as important, you know, as the other one. So it's quite a deep card, this, today, but it's, like I say, the answers are there. The answers are within you, you know. Really, I don't know, today, maybe try to read some books, you know. Really listen to people's conversations. If there's somebody who you admire, ask them how they got to that place, because nobody just suddenly is born awakened. we all have a journey that we go on, which leads us to where we are or where we should be. And sometimes by listening to that other person's journey and listening to their story, we can sort of have empathy with it, and there can be a little trigger that, oh right, okay, that happened to me. So it's like I say, learning doesn't have to be just sitting reading a book to learn. We are learning on a daily basis, and it's just about listening to the lessons that we are getting, and also listening to the people that we encounter, because as Timothy Leary said, everybody holds a little piece of the puzzle, and it's just going out there and finding the others, finding the people who are resonating on the same sort of wavelength as you, the same vibration. And when they come together, this is when sort of the magic happens. This is when the answers all start to become clear. And this is when you can move on to the next level of consciousness as well. So really look out today for, like I say, for teachers, and in what form somebody is giving you a lesson as well. Please let me know about any of the teachers that you've had within your life as well. I think I can name quite a few that have been very instrumental in the way I live my life, and in the way I think, and how I did change my life as well, and it was all just coming in contact with the right people at the right time. Divine time, and it's always there. So absolutely, I love that card. Absolutely lovely card. Really, when we look at it, I mean, I'm looking at him there, and he's sort of got he's got a real, like, sort of nice smile on his face as well. It's like he knows he knows that there's more. You know that there's more, but he is gonna help you unlock it, I think, so it's like I say, it's like a video game going up another level. You unlock another door, and you go through into a different phase. So I hope you enjoyed that Hierophant today. If anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch. Either inbox on Facebook or email me at lovebuddhatarot.co.uk. And I can fit you in for a reading. I do phone, I do Skype readings, so no matter where you are, we can sort that out, and we can connect in that way as well. And have a lovely day. It's a little bit cloudy here today, but I don't know, I'm feeling really energized, really, really happy as well, really, like, sort of light and free today, I think. And I was given this beautiful necklace as well from Peru, from the person I was talking about. Absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to see what magic energies this has as well. So have a lovely day, and I'll be back tomorrow with the card of today. Satnam.